A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run for the first down with Ty Chandler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Right,
call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
And the Vikings first down.
To the air with McCarthy. Open man is Jalen Naylor. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
19 Tiger.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Bengals' 22-yard line.
Okay, ready? Let's go now.
Here's McCarthy. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week,
Jordan Mason, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Come on. Set, got the line. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Here's Milton now to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw, it's Milton. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now Milton. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. Back deep for the Vikings, Miles Price. And taken right on the 30. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. With just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their 1st drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now McCarthy. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. On play action. Now McCarthy. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. They will play action. Here's McCarthy. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Well, the Vikings at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You talk about this Bengals defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looking left side him, he's got him in. That's Chandler. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
McCarthy off the play fake. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Set. Bronco 80.
Throwing is Milton. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Christian Watson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
We're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Bengals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
19 tight. 7 Pirates.
To throw is Milton. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Buffalo 18, Viking 18, Mustang 19.
Milton. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Christian Watson with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Vikings 7. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Cowboy 80.
Now a handoff to Chandler. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Chandler. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
Throwing is McCarthy. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Ready. Panther 60, Panther 60, go.
Addison hauls it in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up the fourth down.
For the Vikings.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's Milton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Price now to return. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be Vikings ball, first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. The Bengal pressure gets it. That time, down he goes. Joseph Osai. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw McCarthy. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Here we go. Check out.
On play action, McCarthy. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Christian Watson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch him right here. 60 Bison.
McCarthy operating from the gun. He gets it to Addison. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Panther 60.
Back to throw. McCarthy. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
Open man is Naylor. He's got it. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
They got his man complete. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Christian Watson on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Vikings 7. Evan McPherson.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. This is 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, McCarthy. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Vikings 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing to start the drive. Milton. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he check down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Red, go!
This one complete to Yoshibas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Come on, 7 65 catch.
First and 10 at the 49.
Off the play fake. Milton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Open man is Yoshibas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The Bengals first down.
Mustang 19.
A gain of 13 yards.
Here's Milton now to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 26-yard line.
Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mike Gesicki, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point by
42.
McPherson, up and good.
14.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
McPherson
After
to
the
kick off
touchdown,
for
McPherson
Cincinnati.
on to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Let's go.
Here's McCarthy. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on. Picked off by Fred Warner. Still going inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. extra point splits the uprights. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Vikings 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Slot man moves right. Now Milton. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
To throw, it's Milton. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now McCarthy. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Come on, 20-yard line.
Running right, here's Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Milton. And he is caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
Jamar Chase, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
49. Vikings 21. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, All coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That one complete to Naylor. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Come on, set. 19, Tiger.
On play action, now McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's got this to Jefferson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11.
Here we go. 70 line. Check out.
They run it with Chandler. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Let's go now. Get up.
Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Here's Chandler. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Bengals 49, Vikings 28. Will Reichard to kick off for the Vikings.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Hold it ready. 18, Pioneer. Here we go.
And they'll send Watson in motion right. Throwing is Milton. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench.
And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards that time. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Milton.
And he's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
To throw is Milton.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. It's a good pickup there at 22. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Ja'Marr Chase.
Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Vikings 28. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Pass complete to Addison.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Vikings, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy.
This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
56. Vikings 35.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Vikings are pointing. They've got it. Minnesota football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
He lets one go deep for Addison. And this one is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He's going to go up top again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
It's 4th down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
19, Tiger, 19.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy. Addison hauls it in. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bengals drive about to get going.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he sidestepped one man, but reinforcements come to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9. Right back to Brown. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Milton. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
15 yards on the play.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Dragon 60. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Come on, come on.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go now. 18 cut, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Milton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Chase Brown
from 13 yards out. And the Bengals have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
To the air with McCarthy. He'll try and do this himself.
And my goodness, another interception. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea